Okay, so we are back with Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. We're still here. We're still playing it. We have a ton of supports to do today. I have to be careful with how far... You knew that. You knew that going into the stream, sir. I have to be careful with how far we go in the story because I need to make sure that I have enough time to get supports. Because we still don't have Corrin's kid yet or Kaze's kid. And I'm going to have to get all their supports. So, don't want to get...
We haven't seen Kaze for so long.
No, we haven't. Takumi is still sick, presumably. Gunter is still falling. We haven't seen him either. But yeah. So, we got to get through some of these supports and get through the S supports after that. So yeah. We're going to be working on, I think, mostly A supports today, which is great because that means some of these are going to be done. Hooray! So...
Of course, as soon as we go to start, Rue climbs into my lap to cuddle.
Aw, Rue wants to cuddle. Night Lost, thank you for the resub for 6 months. I'm also still falling. Are you? How's it over there?
Night.
Your sanity is also probably falling in that cavern. Well, maybe Gunter will find it for you. Well, speaking of Horse Girl, Wildcat, why don't we start with Horse Girl? All right, we want to skip that one. That's an ace or an S support. Great. We're gonna have to work around that. Okay. Are you ready, Eco?
Oh, for now.
What do you mean for now?
I mean, eventually I'm gonna need, like, a drink.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
it's already been an hour.
Okay. You forget we have to watch the kids as supports? Oh, yeah. That's happening pretty soon,
Christ.
too. Yeah. You're not ready for that? Well, too bad. It's happening. All right.
You wanna share your screen with me?
No, I want you to guess. What do you think he's saying?
Well, I can read it off the Twitch screen.
No,
but
you
it's gonna
can't
be
cheat. Make up your
it's
own
gonna-
support.
Be about 20 seconds delayed. Hey, Sophie. Still exercising, huh?
Yep, that's right. And as always, I've got to get my warm-up stretches in first.
You know, I felt a little more flexible thanks to our sessions. The other day in battle, it really seemed like I had more reach with my spear.
Reach and flexibility, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was starting to help.
And all because you nagged at me so much.
Nade.
Thanks
He meant
for
to say
that, by the
nade.
way.
If you were really thankful, you wouldn't call it nagging. But that's good, though. Now I can focus on my own stretches without worrying about you.
Just a thought, but instead of stretching to prepare for falling off your horse, maybe you could learn to ride.
I know, but I never seem to get the hang of it.
Sophie, you are a horse. You can do this. I've seen how hard you work. You talk to Abel all the time when you're practicing your riding skills, right? I'm sure he'll take to you sooner or later.
Yeah, or at least I hope so.
We get better one tiny step at a time. It's the same with me and stretching. He learned yoga.
I think he's gonna talk to Ryoma about yoga, who's then gonna package it and sell it to other people. Like, this is how you do yoga.
You just gotta keep plugging away.
You're right. Thanks, Shiro.
No problem.
That was a pretty normal support, all things considered.
Yeah, that was pretty mundane. I expected it to be wild.
Ugh, we'll get there. Where's Dwyer? They get to their A already? Oh, I guess they did. Okay. Corny, guess what? I beat my record and counted up to 30,112 grains. How long did that take you exactly? So I'm all set to be super duper productive today. But I'll need your help again. Of course, I'd be honored. I've been wanting to exercise my muscles lately, so today would be good for that. So, push-ups and sit-ups and so forth? Yep, stuff simple enough that there's no way I can mess it up. Even I couldn't do a push-up wrong. Alright, I'll spot you.
Bet you could.
Let's get started. 1, 2. What's the string doing in my way? Yoink! Sophie, that wasn't a string. It was the rope supporting that tent. Are you serious? Aww. On the bright side, there was no one in that tent, or what's left of it. Unbelievable. I did it again. I can't stand it anymore. This turned out as bad as everything else. Sorry, Corny. I must seem pretty pathetic right now. Not at all. If anything, I'm always in awe of your positive attitude. For real? You never dwell on your problems for long. Anytime something goes wrong, you always find a way to recover by the next day. I could learn from your example. You mean that? I do. You have a strong heart. Yeah. That was just the pick-me-up I needed. No more counting sand for me. The day's still young. That's the spirit, Sophie. And I'll start by fixing that tent. Let me help you with that. What else are friends for? Thanks, Corny. She doesn't mean that. Sophie will never financially recover from this. Romancing Sophie would be so awkward after that support. Yeah, I mean, romancing any of the kids I think would be pretty awkward. Corny can turn into a dragon, which is more impressive than a horse. Oh, we got the silly music. Okay, we're finally done with the stables. Next is polishing the armor. What does that mean? Blah. Lately, it feels like all we've been doing is working.
Oh, come on, Sophie. There's no need to mope around like that. Work can be fun. You just have to have the right attitude.
How are you so cheerful? It's my fault you're even in this mess in the first place. If you hadn't helped me look for the horses, you'd never have been blamed.
Nothing to be done about it now. Besides, they couldn't risk not punishing someone who might have done it. Horses aren't easy to replace. I'm just glad we were able to find them all, you know?
Yeah, I know. I still just feel so bad about getting you involved. And it was all thanks...
the guy that shirks all his chores. Yeah, he's probably just out hunting.
And it was all thanks to you that we even managed to get those horses back at all. That's 2 times you've helped me now. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
No sweat. Finding those horses was child's play with my tracking skills.
What do? Sniff them out?
No, they just ran through mud. They were super easy to follow. Plus, I like working with the weapons and armor and stuff, so this is all just gravy.
Gravy.
You don't have to worry about me, okay?
Thanks, but I'm still going to worry. I don't like feeling like I'm just a burden on you. Maybe I can pay you back somehow.
Pay me back?
Sure, I'll do you a favor or two in return for all you've done for me. I could buy something for you, or maybe I could cook something. Maybe cooking isn't the best idea. I'm not a great cook.
Huh? How so?
I don't know. I just know that my cooking turns out terrible. Just yesterday,
Well,
I accidentally
I'm
used...
terrible at this. How? I don't know.
Also, I feel like if someone says they're terrible at cooking, you would assume that their food is bad.
Yeah.
So he's like, how are you bad at cooking? The food is bad. Just yesterday, I accidentally used powdered sugar instead of flour on my chicken. And then I got these burns trying to pull the dumplings out of boiling water. And I think I misread something because I added 2 pounds of salt to the dessert.
Yes, you definitely misread something.
She can't read. She's a horse.
That was him laughing.
Oh. The t?
I laughed, but I think it cut me
Oh,
off.
it did cut you off. She dropped her salt lick in there. Thank you, DJM, for getting it. DJM got it. Hey, you're laughing at me again.
Oh, it's Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't help myself. You little jackass. Here, don't worry about repaying me. You've already done it.
Huh? What'd I do?
You made me laugh. If you just keep telling me stories like that, I'll keep helping you out with stuff. Deal?
Really? That's all it would take?
Yep.
Alright, well then let's see. Did I ever tell you about the time I got caught in Abel's stirrup? He dragged me for 5 miles before I was able to get my foot out of that thing. That sounds traumatic.
I'm sorry, you would be dead.
That doesn't sound like a funny story. That sounds like a painful story.
No way! That's... Oh, that's terrible.
Hearing you laugh like that almost makes me forget the multiple fractures I endured. I spent 8 months in the infirmary. Now wait till you hear the next one.
Jesus Christ!
How? Okay. Wait, can they get married? They shouldn't be able. They're cousins.
That doesn't matter. When would that matter in this game?
I don't know. I was just trying to justify them not being able to get married. Could you imagine them getting married after that? Haha, it was so funny when you fractured every bone in your body. Being dragged by your horse.
When did this game come out?
2015.
15?
I believe so.
When did it come out in 2015?
I don't
know. It doesn't
know.
really matter. I just wondered if, like, the segment of the Splatoon community that ships the cousins together came from this. Like, they got done with Fates. And
It's a Venn
like,
diagram.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
There's some overlap.
Oh, look. Hot cousins.
I think it's labeled as companions. Well, it shouldn't be an S support then. They should have a different letter.
An F support for friends.
Oh, but see, that could be taken a different way. So we probably don't want it to be called an F support.
Fuck.
You don't want the chipper murder boy marrying anyone he's 10? I mean, I don't either, but... Tim!
I won't live in a town that don't allow a man to marry their hot cousin.
Oh my god. R for Ryoma influence support? Yeah.
Knight, I love that. You fractured my funny bone.
Your
but
funny
you
bone.
mended my heart. And Corny's like, what?
That's what they did with Owain and Lucina when they localized Awakening, but that's so much to work around with this game. Yeah, I don't think they bothered with this game. Like, all of these people are cousins, so I think they were just like, well, we're just gonna have to be pro keeping it in the family, I guess. Hey, Asugi. I wanted to thank you for the other day.
Ah, fumbles. Hey, you mean for the kitchen?
Nope, something else.
Oh? Well then what?
Well, in our last skirmish, I was caught alone next to some enemy forces.
Wait, when was this? I don't think I was there.
Yeah, I was alone, and I started to panic. I was so scared, I couldn't think straight. But then I remembered what you said about me being like a crazy little kid.
Ah, look, I feel real awful about that.
No, hang on. It was a good thing. Because there was no way I was gonna let you be right about me being a baby. And I thought about how you always are in combat. Calm, observant, collected. And I knew what I had to do. I just had to assess the situation and deal with it. When I looked around again, I realized they were advancing in another direction. So I charged their flanks, scattered them, and made off without a scratch.
Nice work. But, I didn't do a thing. No need to thank me.
Sure, but the only reason I was able to do what I did was because of you. If you hadn't been such an insensitive jerk, I'd never have been mad enough to focus. So I wanted to thank you for being you.
Well, whatever works. I am sorry about that, though.
Water under the bridge. I'm just happy I got to know you.
Same to you, Fumbles. You're a pretty swell lady, and I'm glad to call you my friend.
Are they related? We put them together, maybe. I don't think they are.
I don't know.
No. Asugi is Saizo and Rinka's, although if we're going by the lore, which I have to consult, no, I think he's still Saizo's in the lore. And Sophie is Silas and Sakura's, and she is also a horse. Why couldn't they use the A+ for some of the older kids and younger kids? I don't think they needed to have S supports for them. Because you can't even have the argument that they have child units then. So there's really no need. They could have all just been A+, and like that would have been fine. You know. It's Pickle Boy time. It was surprisingly normal. Hopefully the S support doesn't kill it. Oh. S supports are where dreams go to die. Hey, Hisame, guess what?
What is it?
Remember how you helped me to learn to use chopsticks without hurting anyone? You'll never believe what happened next. What kind of clickbait conversation is this?
At the dinner party, you mean? How did it go?
Now, don't get mad yet, but they actually had forks and knives set at the dinner table.
What? They... Huh. I suppose that's not so unusual, given that they invited Norians to the dinner. I should have anticipated this.
But I didn't use them. I deliberately left them untouched so I could show off my new chopstick skills.
You didn't. And how did it go? Please don't tell me you sent food flying every which way.
Of course not. I was a natural. I didn't mess up even once.
Phew.
Does Sophie write BuzzFeed articles? Daddy and the Hoshidans noticed too. They all knew how bad I was before at it. Everyone said it was wonderful how I forced myself to improve like that. But it was really you who forced me, so thanks, Hisame.
I had less to do with it than you say. You did well, Sophie.
Well, thanks at least for being patient with me. You were a great chopsticks tutor.
I can settle for that.
Now let's get married? Question mark. The top 5 shocking secrets of the Hoshidan army. One of those secrets, Sophie is a horse. What kind of horse would you be based on your favorite foods? I know, there was no mention of pickles for once. Sophie, thank you so much for that soap. It makes my hair smell so lovely. I'm glad it's working out for you. That product you gave me has smoothed out my hair and hair a lot too. And look, it's so shiny that even Abel doesn't think it's food anymore. I was going to say, it's a big improvement. Trying something new paid off, I'll say, thanks a bunch, Kildori. No, thank you. We may be at war, but that won't stop us from looking good on the battlefield, right? If I can get enough ingredients, I can make enough for everyone who's interested. Oh, good idea! Just think what a whole team of fabulous-looking warriors could do. You know, Sophie, you originally came to me hoping that the two of us could be friends. But you might not know that I wanted to be friends with you too, even before that. Huh? Why bring that up now? I just thought I should tell you, since we're friends. Is it strange? No, not strange, just a little awkward. You're right, I'm sorry. This is the first chance I've had to make friends with any girls my age. I was just too happy to finally see an opportunity like this. Oh, totally, I feel the same way. Our little chats are so much fun. They really are. Maybe next time we can finally get back to the subject of horseback riding? Too soon, Kaldori. Too soon. I'd much rather talk about grooming tips for horses, though. Not for any reason, not for me. For my horse, Abel. Oh yeah? I'm interested in that too. I have very specific methods of taking care of my Pegasus's coat. I know just what you mean. The brush I use on Abel is custom made for his thick hair. Works great on mine too. Huh. We could talk about this for hours, I bet. Feels like we've been friends for a long time. And I hope we stay that way for a long time to come. And they were roommates. Rip me Tama, damn. And that's what I'm saying, Chloe. She just gave her a bottle of mane and tail. I swear the game is writing Sophie is a horse for us. The game is. I think it's canon. I think it's canon. Oh, it's gonna still show that she has them because the S support. But okay. Oh yeah, I think Kiragi has these two with his parents, and then that'll be done.
All right, I solved it. Take that, math problem.
Hang on, let me check your work. Interesting. The answer is correct, but I don't see how you got it.
Ugh, this is taking me back to standardized tests.
Did you show
must
your work?
Show your work to receive credit. Oh, yeah. I know you normally start on the right, but if you make an assumption here, you can skip a bunch of extra calculations. I think the book called it an advanced method, but it wasn't that tough.
Wow, that's amazing. An advanced method, huh? Your history work was perfect, too. All the years, places, and important events are in the correct spots. You didn't miss a thing. I'm so proud of you.
It was so much easier once I started thinking of them as fantastic stories. Boring random facts are so much harder to remember. And it helps to have a great teacher, too.
I'm very proud of you. Your hard work is already paying off.
Kiss ass. Aw, stop, Mom. You're gonna make me blush.
That's all I had for you to cover today. It's still nice and sunny. Why don't you run and do some hunting?
No, that's alright.
Huh?
I mean, hunting is great and all, but I'd love to study some more with you.
Kiragi, really?
You made me understand that learning can be so much fun. I can't believe that I used to dread it. We can keep going, right?
Sure. I'm really enjoying our time together.
Me too. That wasn't a support. It was an ad for a tutoring center.
It's just 5 plus 3. Lucy.
5 plus 3. Well, if you start on the left and make some assumptions. He's one of those people who's like, well, I know that 10 plus 10 is 20. But then if I subtract 5 from the first 10 to get 5 and subtract 7 from the second 10, like, instead of just counting on his fingers.
I mean, that's how I do some mental math, but not 10
Some,
plus 10.
yeah, but not 5 plus 3.
No.
I don't think you even do mental math. I think you just see numbers and patterns like a synesthetic.
Thank you?
You can do calculations in your head so quickly. It's a little creepy sometimes, but...
It's just patterns. Like, percentages are just patterns.
Hello, Dad. Kiragi, there you are. I wanted to ask you a favor. Lend me Fujin Yumi. Why? Well, you said before that you depend on Fujin Yumi for your skill. If that's true and I used it, then I could be just as strong as you, right? Yes, I suppose so. Then let me borrow it. I want to see if your abilities really do come from Fujin Yumi. Alright, fine. But please take care not to damage it. It's the source of my power.
If you break it, I will die.
I will die. It contains my soul.
I made a pact. And now my soul resides in this bow.
If it were to be destroyed, say, by a couple of hobbits in a volcano, I would die. Wow, it's so much heavier than it looks.
Are you calling my soul fat?
Where are the bowstrings and arrows? Fujin Yumi produces them itself. Now breathe slowly and focus. It may be too difficult at first, so I'll do it for you. Hold still. There you go. Wow! The string and arrows appeared out of nowhere. That's amazing.
This is so much better than math.
Do they disappear again if your concentration breaks? Okay, I think I'm ready. See that tree over there? I'm gonna try and hit it. Ready? Aim! What?
Bloop. That's the sound of failure.
Wow. I missed completely. I've never shot a bow like this before. You must need to be incredibly strong in order to use it. Not to mention strong-willed. It's nearly impossible to hold the bow and concentrate at the same time. It's amazing how you can use this without any problem at all. I'm not really exceptional, son. If you practice hard, you will eclipse my skill in no time. Why are you still talking like that? I really think you're amazing. Why don't you believe me? Don't you know that I admire you more than anyone else in the whole world? So please stop being stupid and saying bad things about yourself. I hate it!
This is me talking to you sometimes.
I kind of had a feeling you were going to say that. Way to call me out.
Well, don't be mean to yourself. And I won't have to call you
I make
out.
progress by being real. I'm disciplined.
Oh, really? That helps you make progress?
Yeah.
Personal attacks.
Kiragi, oh, please don't cry. No! I won't stop crying until you stop saying so many bad things about yourself. To me, you're the best dad ever, and I'm sick of hearing otherwise. Okay, calm down. I get it. I'll be quiet.
He just stops
Really?
talking.
Do you promise?
Will you shut up forever, Dad?
Then try repeating after me.
Oh my god, he's teaching him affirmations. Kiragi bought the course.
He did.
He bought Ryoma's course.
With Obero's credit card.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's like, what the hell is this charge?
Shows up in her shop's expenses. Like, what the fuck?
She's like, it's made out to the kingdom of Hoshido?
I am an amazing person. What? Please just say it. Fine, okay. I am an amazing person. Very good, Dad. Saying that out loud really makes me feel like a bad person, though. I told you to stop. You're not. You're the coolest person ever. Well,
why do you think that?
Thank you, Kiragi. You really cheered me up. I admit, you made me feel more confident. Thank you for being such a wonderful son. I'll do everything in my power to make you proud of me. Now, how about we do some practicing together?
You mean like surviving the illness that's been plaguing you for many, many, many weeks and episodes?
I would love to show you how to properly wield Fujin-Yumi. Really? Are you sure?
I thought he just did.
Yes, of course. Today your training begins. Hey, this is so exciting. Thank you. I love you so much. I love you too, son.
Game tier, oh my god. Like, damn. Even with Corny's help, I couldn't find the perfect brush. My brush hand trembles. Despair closes off my throat. Word makers, unmade. Mitama! No voice reaches through to sing my poems to life. Oh, this broken soul. Brushless, therefore soulless. I am quit now of the world of the living. Please, leave me be. Wait just a minute now. I brought you a gift. Here, take it and shut up. A new brush? And the bristles? They're exactly the same as the ones on my old brush. How did you get this? Well, after we had no luck at that first store, I just kept trying others on my own. I had your brush, so I knew it'd only be a matter of time before I found a match. And find one, I did. Even if it took a little longer than I thought. Corny.
Good job, Corny.
Yeah, she did something nice for someone. Wow. Oh, but I guess the handle isn't exactly the same. Is that okay? Yes. I can just replace it with the handle from my old brush. Oh, great. Then I guess we solved our problem. Thank you so much. Without you, my life as a poet might have been done for. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure you'd go back to writing eventually. No, truly, you have saved me, and now I will devote myself to poetry, body and soul. I could do no less after receiving a gift of such incredible generosity. I'm happy to hear it. For art and beauty, I live, and giving me these, you gave me life. The poems now flow from me as easily as a forest stream from its spring. Oh? Then perhaps you could write some for me. Anything for you. 1,000 blossoms I'll heap upon you. The bristles are made from Sophie's mane. We finally got a parent telling their kid they love them. Oh, wow. Is that the first time that's happened? Corny actually helping someone and being sincere about it, right? Shocking. Corny's probably like, your dad sucks so bad that I feel bad for you. And I've never felt bad for another person. So I need to do something about this. Just like never experienced it before. What is sympathy?
Corny, people are dying.
Corny, people are dying.
And here we are. This is the lake I was telling you about.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Isn't that the clearest water you've ever seen? I'm going to set up my easel, but you feel free to drink in the view. I think you'll write some lovely poems here.
I think so too. Mirrored back at us, two artists in the old act of making new things.
I should have known you'd begin composing the second we got here.
Oh, well, something. Weren't you going to begin painting?
Yes, yes. I just need to set a few things up.
Okay.
I think I'm done with this one for the day. How are you doing, Mitama? Has she been napping this entire time?
How did you not notice? Did you go far away from each other? No, I haven't.
Ah! You're awake.
Yes. I just woke now. Today was a good day. So many poems, so many snoozes. Perfection.
I take it you're glad you came. I know that I am, for one. It was very soothing to hear your poems while I painted. It focuses the mind.
It worked out wonderfully for me as well. Hearing someone respond as I write them motivated me to keep churning them out. It was an incredible feeling. I was so productive. Although after you got more engrossed in your paintings, I began to feel sleepy again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was the reason you fell asleep.
Oh no, there's no need to apologize. You were just focusing on your work. Paintings and poems both strike the heart like a bell, which echoes through all. I am happy you are here.
I must admit, at first I really did hope you'd make more Chigiria. But after you began reading your poems to me, I completely forgot.
Oh, but I did that too.
What? When?
Before I fell asleep, just after you stopped responding to my poems. But I'm not sure you'll like it as much as the others. I've gotten rusty.
Oh, it's the lake. And is this my back?
And ass.
Wonderful. Is this my ass? It looks wonderful.
You made my ass look so good.
Such craftsmanship.
Hi, Splinter. How is Shigure shocked
Hi,
she's
Splinter.
a narcoleptic? Dwyer is one too. I think Shigure forgets that Dwyer exists, and vice versa.
Likely.
They were raised in different deep realms, so they don't really know each other. Which is very stupid. But it is what it is. Joker! So I feel as though my existence is in danger. Not someone else with a nice ass. What?
No, nothing. Just trying to write something down. This pen is pissing me off.
Oh.
I'd never dreamed I'd get to see another Mitama original.
Sizer gained strength from the fallen. If you like it that much, you may have it.
Thank you so much. I can't wait until the next time we come out here.
Next time, but it's such a bother walking out all this way. Though I did enjoy myself. Perhaps I can be bothered to come with you again. Occasionally.
Oh, Knight, that's a good idea. Wonder if Shigure's painting just turns out to be a model of Mitama. It could be. Could end up being her.
Oh, I thought that was Dwyer, and I didn't read the speaker tag. So I just assumed because we're seeing Dwyer and the Z's that it was... No, it's not. It's Mitama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking the line.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Duh. It's huh.
Duh, duh. Duh, it's Mitama. Duh. Of course it's Mitama.
She really can sleep just about anywhere. Hey, Mitama, are you asleep? That's a pretty comfy looking pile of hay you found to sleep on.
Is he gonna snuggle up and sleep next to her, and then she's gonna wake up and be like, what
Oh god, I hope not. That'd be
hell
such
are
a
you?
creep move.
That is a creep move.
Mind if I rake half of it over there? Out of snoring distance, of course.
Okay, well at least he's like not just gonna move next to her. Sleep interrupted. The slumbering volcano ready to explode.
Yes, volcano haiku. Didn't you unleash that one on me before? Anyway, you were awake.
No, I wasn't. You woke me.
Quibbles.
The volcano fumes. It demands a sacrifice. 500 croissants. I will expect them to be freshly baked and hot from the oven, Dwyer. Why did you wake me?
More people need healing.
You were gonna take a nap, what? Oh. Why didn't you just say so? Let's make haste.
Sorry.
He was preparing to take a nap too.
Well, we've healed them all up. Mitama, we've healed them all up, Mitama. I think. Yes.
Then I'll be off, back to my lovely hay pile of sweet dreams.
Mitama. I brought this for you. Here. It's yours.
A blanket?
A quilt. I sewed it and stitched all the haiku I've heard you say onto it too.
You did what?
I can't quite match your calligraphy, not with a needle and thread.
Patchwork of poems, scraps of the best intentions, sewn with love and care.
I did my best.
Why?
I thought a haiku quilt might make your dreams all the more sweet. Besides, I knew if I woke you, you'd demand a sacrifice.
How quickly did you quilt this?
Easier than baking you 500 croissants anyway.
Sacrifice accepted. I mean, thank you. This quilt grants you permission to wake me up at any and all times in the future.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, do. It is a surprisingly sweet present.
I didn't expect that from him.
No, me either.
Thanks for coming along to the shrine with me, Star. I gotta say, not being turned into a pile of ash by that second barrier made my day.
You're quite welcome. Now, about my payment?
Yep, no problem. You'll get all the sweets you can eat for a week. Just need to deliver the goods, and we'll head straight back to my candy vault. But I gotta admit, I'm surprised this little thing's so powerful. I don't feel anything coming from it. It just seems like a bunch of paper.
Of course it does. That's all it is anymore.
What? You mean you lost its... You mean it lost its power? How can you tell?
No more dissembling. I can't continue the lie. You must know the truth. I was the one who made that scroll.
What?
I was young and had begun to experiment with the creation of magical scrolls. This was the product of one such experiment. I did not foresee its power. My father was summoned, and immediately he saw its danger. So he had me seal it in those ruins.
And why didn't you say anything?
I did not know how people would react, knowing I created a thing of such power. They might decide to press me, with the best of intentions, to create another scroll. But such things are far too dangerous for anyone to wield. Besides, I only managed to make this one by accident. I could not do it again.
I see. So then, did you dispel its power? Is that why it's inert?
No, that is beyond me. It seems the curse merely waned with the passage of time. Now it is nothing more than a scrap of paper. I must say I was surprised with your stubbornness. Despite repeated warnings that you might die or unlock a great evil, you persisted. I did not know whether that is a sign of idiocy or bravery. But I think it is worth admiring, so far as such things go.
I had orders. That's all.
But you could have pushed back upon discovering new information, no? Do not deny it. You try to hide, but I see you. You are good, daring, and stubborn.
Well, anyways, I suppose if this thing's useless, I should return it to you, right? Here, it's yours.
Thank you. I will make sure it is disposed of properly. Time returns all things to their home, men to the soil. Scroll to Mitama. All right.
Wow, Mitama. Your room looks almost inhabitable now.
Your face looks like a pickle.
What the...
Yes, thanks to you and your relentless bossiness, it's looking pretty good. My head is so clear. Now that my room is empty, I'm ready to write.
That's great. Just make sure to take the occasional break to tidy up. See you later.
But wait, Hisame. I cannot do this alone. Cleaning is so hard.
No, that's nonsense. You did fine. Sure, I helped, but you did most of the work. Now that you've mastered the basics, you should have no trouble at all.
You don't understand. You need to monitor me, or I will relapse.
I don't understand why you're freaking out. You'll be okay, seriously.
Fine. If you don't want to help me clean anymore, you can be my poetry partner.
What?
You have potential, you just need to practice. You cannot resist such a wonderful offer. Learn from a master.
Huh? I'm not really into writing poems, Mitama. No offense. I've gotta go.
Oh no, he was the only member of my volunteer cleaning staff. He can't leave.
Oh no!
Imagine that they get married after that.
Ugh.
I know. Mitama, I wanted to thank you for showing me all those poems the other day. Now it's my turn to repay you. I brought a bunch of my old novels for you to read. Thank you. I'll be sure to... Why are you carting around that wagon? Don't tell me those are all your books. Oh no, of course not. These are just the ones I picked out for you. I hope you like them. It took all night. All night? A mountain of books. I gaze and am astounded. Vertigo attacks. Oh, my poor head. Mitama, are you okay? Sorry, but I have to take back what I said before. I'll never be able to read all these books. What? But you said you would. I spent so much time choosing them for you. I can read poetry without trouble, but just looking at this much prose is exhausting. My lids grow heavy, weighed down by the idle vow that I cannot keep. Now, wait just a minute. You have to at least try to read them. You were so fired up over those love poems. I just know you'll like these. Please, Mitama. You're right. I mustn't throw away your gift as if it was nothing. I apologize for my selfish behavior. Mitama repents. You mean... Yes, I will read your books, or as many as I can. This will be a valuable learning opportunity, if nothing else. And if it takes a long time, so be it. I will simply have to be content to go slowly. Thank you, Mitama. I can't wait to hear your opinions on them every day. Every day? Yep, it'll be wonderful. Okay, sure. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder which book I should have you read first. Oh, I know. I've got the perfect one for you. It's called Falling for Her in a Fortnight. Let me go grab it. She really doesn't waste any time, does she? But it is nice seeing her so happy. She's always working herself so hard. So love stories, huh? I wonder what kind of delights I'll find in them. Perhaps this will be rather fun after all. What delights is she looking for? Oh god, the same book from Awakening. Keldori did all this just to create a book club. Rajat, I've been looking for you for so long. Have you been locked in your room working? Huh. Yep. Well, I wanted to thank you again for the wonderful charms. They work like things that work really well. Alone in the dark. I call on my special charm and think of you, friend. They were roommates? You certainly have a way with words. And I'm glad to hear that they've been useful for you. Indeed. Anyway, I have a little something for you this time. It's the least I can do. A pillow? Yes, let me explain. I crafted this pillow by hand using the finest cotton and cloth available. It is stuffed with goose feathers. I think you will find it most pleasant. Well, it sounds lovely, but why a pillow? Think of it as a gift of dreams. More peaceful slumber leads to more vivid and inspiring dreams. I wish for you to have the most creative and satisfying dreams ever, Rajat. That's amazingly thoughtful of you. I can't wait to try it out. Well, you've given me the gift of magic. This was the closest thing to magic that I could give you. I can't wait to see what kinds of dreams will come true for you. And I can't wait to see what kinds of dreams we can realize together. The power of friends, stronger than steel, stone, or fire, making dreams come true. Let me try one of those. Ahem. Magic, spells, and charms. I curse and bless whom I please. Join me, Mitama! Not bad. They were roommates. What is Sophie say? Oh, it's because it's an S support. This... What's wrong? Was my story that bad? Why are you crying? Because it was so moving. Especially the last part where the hero, fatally wounded, returns to his lover. How could it not make me cry? Oh, then I'm glad you liked it. Liked it? That doesn't even begin to express how I feel about your story. I mean, wow. You really can do anything, can't you? Not only are you super smart and an amazing fighter, but you can write too. Oh, you flatter me. Now when do I get to read something you wrote? She can't write. Can't read. Never! What? Why not? Because it's nowhere near as good as yours was. Mine seems so pathetic now. I'd feel bad for you if you had to read it. Don't say that. Just let me read it. I bet I'll love it. No! Really, it's horrible. Not even readable. At least give me a chance to rewrite it. Okay. If you really don't want me to read it, I won't push you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make such a big deal out of it. But, if it's okay with you, I think I'll just tear up my story and throw it away. And we can take yours around and show that one to everybody. I think I'd rather not. Huh? Why not? The one I wrote wasn't that good either, I think. I just took stuff from other stories I liked and put them all together to make mine. Plagiarism! Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. I probably just liked it because I like all those cliches too. But I still think what you did takes a lot of talent. Thank you, Corny. But I think this has taught me that writing isn't for me. I'm much happier just being a reader. Me too. I can't wait until we're done with this war. The second it's over, I'm going to just disappear into a library somewhere. Me too. It'll be dashing rogues and noble princes as far as the eye can see. But in the meantime, I still want to read that story of yours. So you didn't forget. Okay. I'll do my best to finish it for you, but you better not laugh. Kildora used TV tropes and Chat GPT to write this. Jacob read it to her.
You look upset. Did something happen?
Well, it's,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to pry. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It may be presumptuous of me, but if you're upset, it might help to fly for a bit. A little air and exercise can do wonders for the mind.
The problem is that flying is precisely what's bothering me.
How so?
I've been training more with my Pegasus since I lost that race to you the other day. But it's only made things worse. He doesn't listen to me anymore.
I see. I was afraid that might happen. May I ask you something? Exactly how much training have you been doing?
About 3 times as much as I was before, so something like 15 hours?
15? Every day? No wonder.
Was that a mistake?
Yes, your Pegasus must feel enormously strained under that much pressure. Even if it wants to be close with you, you're probably driving it mad.
Oh. I must have been so focused on winning our next round that I didn't notice. I've got to find a way to apologize to him. Go ask Sophie. She'll probably have some suggestions.
You need to have your Pegasus taken away. Why don't we go flying together after your mounts had some rest?
Not this again.
No, I'm serious. Pegasus, I love flying. Can't get enough of it. What with the wings and all. Perhaps if you go sightseeing together instead of training, it would help things. Do something fun together. Learn to take it easy now and then.
Fine, fine. I guess you'd be the one to know.
Good. Then let's go on a trip soon.
Yes, let's. And that's how animal rights laws got passed in Oshido. Hello, Dwyer.
Allow me to tip my head in passing. As I pass. Kildori.
But, I need advice.
I have a moment.
It's more like I need you for a little experiment. Remember that book you told me to throw away? I did, of course. It was crammed of bad tips for winning over a man. You were so right. But one tip was absolute trash. I'd like to prove that. Can you help?
But I'm glad to assist if it will help put the final nail in that fuchsia coffin.
I'll do exactly what the book said. You tell me if it has any effect on your heart. Is she just gonna kiss him on the mouth?
My heart. I doubt it will, but please continue.
I'll be starting now. Pat, pat on the head? Or is she like patting him down? Why, hello there, Dwyer. The weather is sure nice today. Pat, pat, pat.
Kildori, I'm not a dog.
The book said that when one talks to a man, one ought to touch him casually.
Ugh.
Weird. It will get the man's heart beating. That is
was
weird.
Casual patting. I thought you were trying to pick my pocket. Where was
That's
she
what-
touching
I
him?
think she was patting him down. Like, no effect on your heart, though? All right, let's try this. Ugh, Kaldori is as bad as Cordelia with love, isn't she? Turn, glance over shoulder, flip hair, flutter, flutter, flutter. What is she fluttering? Her eyelashes, I guess? What the fuck, Kaldori?
Do you have an eyelash stuck in your eye? You should rinse that out.
I was batting my lashes at you over my shoulder. Did it succeed? Clearly not, Kaldori.
At making me uncomfortable. Yes, it succeeded wildly.
I guess I made a mess of it.
Please tell me this wasn't some ruse to actually win me over. That book is junk. The truth is, you of all people don't need a book of tips to be winsome.
But how else will I make a man's heart skip a beat?
Ugh, how awful. Heart failure? What a thing to inflict on someone.
All you have to do is step 1, be corny. Done.
Just be yourself. You really will get what's coming to you. And it will be as lovely as you are.
Really? Did you just say that? You, Dwyer?
Keep it between us.
Then I really will throw away that stupid book. I guess I got a little more perfect thanks to you. Mind if I come to you for more advice from time to time?
As long as it's you I'm dealing with, and not that book. Of course. It's been a pleasure, Keldori.
We had enough of Cordelia's bullshit. In Awakening, we don't need to hear.
I feel like we're getting pretty good at this night patrol thing.
Definitely. Well, aren't you gonna holler about fire safety tonight?
Why, Keldori? Do you miss my hollering?
That's not why I asked.
Well, who am I to say? Who am I to say no? Only you can prevent... Holy smoke.
What's that smell?
I just told you. It's smoke. Fire! Everyone out!
Over there, I can see the flames.
Ugh, I can't believe there's actually a fire. Keldori, go get the bucket brigade. I'm going to the site to see what I can do there.
I'm on it. Just don't take any unnecessary risks, Shiro.
I won't.
Shiro.
Ow, hot, hot, hot.
I warned you not to take any stupid risks.
No need to get upset. It's just a little burn.
Why would you run into a burning barn? It's because of things
save
like
Sophie.
this. To save Sophie, exactly. It's because of things like this that I told you to be careful.
Hey, I didn't do it for nothing. I went to help a foal who was trapped inside.
Yeah, Sophie.
You should be happy I got it. I got him out in time.
I know, I know.
Keldori, are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Huh. At least no one was hurt. And you should be happy I saved the foal for you.
For me?
Think about it. There's one more animal you might look after someday. You should be thanking me.
Oh, Shiro. What are we going to do with you?
I finally got you to smile.
Just don't ever make me this worried about you again.
I'll try my best.
Sophie, you can say her name. Yeah. It was Sophie. We all know it was.
Yes! I hit it! I won!
And I've lost. I suppose I should just be happy that I made it to second place.
Sweet revenge. I finally beat you.
Yes, you did. Congratulations, Kiragi.
Say, Keldori, you didn't, go easy on me or something, did you?
Of course not. What made you think that?
I pushed you into competing, so I thought maybe you'd be trying to do me a favor. Or maybe you went easy on me because you didn't want the spotlight.
No, I have never gone easy on an opponent, and I never shall. The simple truth is that I am not as skilled with a bow as you are. The goddess of victory decided it was time she smiled on you, not me.
So, I really did beat you?
Yes, now that's enough of this. The victor should accept both his losses and his triumphs with grace and equanimity.
You're right. I'm sorry, Keldori. Man, it does feel great to beat someone as talented as you, though.
Yes, you did well, Kiragi. You know, somehow I almost don't mind your gloating if it makes you this happy. Asugi!
Oh no.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Sorry. What can I do for you?
I came to tell you that I was thinking of banning you from the kitchen before. But after I tried that cake of yours, I knew I could not bear to do such a thing. Your treats are unparalleled. The gods themselves do not eat so well.
I'm flattered. So, this mean I have free reign?
No, we can't afford to pull so many people off their work just to clean up after you. But I've decided I can help you while you do your baking.
Help me? How? You know how to cook?
I will clean up beside you while you make your confections. It's much less of a hassle than cleaning up after everything's dried and congealed.
Ew. Huh. I suppose that makes sense. Are you sure?
Yes. Next time you wish to bake anything, report to me and I'll help if I can, okay?
You don't have to.
I'll take that as a yes, and now you can make all the sweets you want. Perhaps you would be willing to sell some to me once they've been made? But for now, I must attend to some other business.
Wait.
Yes?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Is that all?
No. I'm very grateful, but I can't let you do all that for me. I'll turn over a new leaf, I promise. I'll do my own cleaning from here on out.
Oh, really? Very well then. I'll leave it to you. Thank you, Asugi.
Yep, no problem. It's only right. But, maybe you could still give me a hand every now and then? I'd appreciate the company.
Yes, of course. You may call on me anytime.
Thanks, but I don't expect you to do this pro bono. I can pay you.
I don't require payment, Asugi. In fact, I'd be insulted if you...
No, I don't mean money. I mean sweets.
He doesn't have any money.
I'll make you as many as you'd like. Deal?
Yes, of course. Could we start now?
Sure, I don't see why not. If you could just grab me that bowl.
I put peeps in the cake.
There's peeps in the cake.
So I just had a thought. So Caldori is sort of like a remixed Cordelia. And Selena is like a remixed Severa. So they both exist in this universe. Presumably that means that when we play Revelations, they could have supports with each other, which is kind of weird. But it's also a good thing
That will be weird.
that they can't like romance each other. Because I was just like, what if that would be really weird? Severa can be Caldori's mom. That is so strange. Severa even has unique dialogue. I cannot imagine putting Severa with Tsubaki. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll happen, but... like, it's a good thing that they can't date each other, because that would be very strange.
That would be really bizarre.
Right? And I don't think any of them can, because Owain, like, Lissa isn't here for Owain, and I don't know who the other one is. Who's the other? Oh, it's what's his face? Laszlo. Olivia isn't here. So, good.
Good.
Just good. That road probably
The
hates
shed is
Tsubaki. I
almost
think so.
done. Oh.
Sorry.
Just a few more shelves to organize.
Hisame, I wanted to apologize after our fight the other day. You were right. I was too forceful with my opinions.
And we're back to our father issues again, huh? Seriously, though, I'm sorry too.
I don't understand. You didn't do anything wrong.
I'm apologizing because I wasn't completely honest with you. The truth is, all that anger I have with my father only stems from jealousy.
Why are you jealous of him? He doesn't even have good stats. Jealousy? What? Well, he doesn't.
I would love to hear someone talk about their real dad that way. God, I hate my
Well,
dad. He has such shit stats.
that's something I would say about my dad. His charisma is shit.
Charisma low, intelligence average.
Rolled a 1. Charisma critical failure. Tell him to go visit Withers. Respect that shit.
Dexterity low. My father doesn't have a care in the world. He never worries about anything. And people love him for it. The truth is, I wish I could be more like that sometimes.
How is everything 8? That isn't possible, too.
Instead, I'm so uptight, I keep everything bottled up inside.
That sounds exhausting. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pick at an old wound. He bottles everything up in a pickle jar.
Ew. Instead, I pickle my feelings. No, it's okay. I have to face reality sometime. I should at least be honest with myself.
I hope it helped. Well, that was quick. Alrighty then. My father's stats are horrible. My party has to put up with him coming soon to Crunchyroll. We have enough incest in this series. We don't need to add an Oedipus complex. Well, I feel like some of the characters already have that, but I'm honestly surprised that they didn't do Olivia and Inigo. And then they could, like, get married in Revelations. I'm just shocked they didn't do that, because it seems like something they would do. And I'm shocked they didn't. Corny, I need to know something. What were you about to say the other day? Oh, right. It was nothing. I was just going to apologize. For what? For the way I treated you when you first started watching me. I see now how much impact I've had in your life. It's totally understandable that you'd have strong feelings towards me. Understandable, huh? You're talking to me like I'm still a little girl. You're right. I'm sorry again. Let's start over, shall we? I'm Corny. Nice to meet you. Let's pretend I haven't saved your life twice. Oh, role-playing. I like it. I'm Rajat. I like cursing people, stalking people, and long walks through the graveyard. Wait, you weren't joking, were you? You're so cute when you pretend to be terrified of me. Yes, I was pretending. What the fuck was that? Wow. Imagine being like, it's okay that you were stalking me. I just made such an impact on your life. No, no, no. No. Corny does have no self-preservation skills. It's so bad. Reminder, they have an S support. Reminder. That is our LGBT representation. Oh no. Corny, you imbecile. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And I feel like they were trying to be funny with it, but it's just no. And I'm here for Rajat slash Tharja being, you know, over the top, but nah. Not that. If I recall correctly, Rajat and Femme Corrin's S rank is way worse in the Japanese version. Really, game tier? Oh, we've got the evil music.
Hello, Rajat. What's that you're working on?
Oh, just a little research for another spell.
You sure are prolific with those spells. You're not doing anything too wild, are you? It's not good to play gods.
Play gods? What do you mean?
You know, messing with people's lives. Or creating a new type of animal.
I was trying to make a centaur. Look what happened. We got Sophie.
Stuff like that.
Oh. I suppose I'll have to be discreet.
Right. Well, I'll leave you to it. What's wrong?
Do I creep you out?
Well...
I knew it. You're just like everyone else.
Hey, you didn't give me a chance to answer you. I was going to say that I find you fascinating, if a little quirky.
She's so quirky and different. Oh, that's rare.
What do you mean?
Most people just dismiss me, but that's fine, I suppose. Makes it easier to concentrate on my spells. But you seem to show a genuine interest in me. I wonder why.
Maybe it's because I see you as a fellow gloomy person.
I already told you, I'm cheerful.
Right. Anyway, I should probably mind my own business.
No, I could actually use some help. Are you up for it?
Well, it depends. What do you need?
Excellent. What I need is for you to source some ingredients for me. First, I need 50 stinkworms. You can tell them
what the hell?
You can tell them apart from regular worms by the way they smell. Also, they bite. And I could really use some fresh mandrake root. The best parts of the root are about 8 feet underwater and as strong as steel. Any questions?
Yes. Will you just kill me now and save me the trouble?
Oh, how romantic. Kiragi, I can't let this go on any longer, much as I'd like to.
Huh? Let what go on?
The herb collecting. All those cuts you've been getting were from that, right?
Yep. I guess I should have been more careful, huh?
I wish to apologize then.
Apologize?
Yes, you have been hurt badly on my account. And I have not thanked you even once. So, I'm sorry. And thank you.
Oh, is that it? You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. It's only natural we do favors for each other.
No, I got carried away. I knew those things were dangerous to collect. I put my own wants before your safety. For some reason, this bothers me.
Oh, really? I guess that makes sense. But I didn't mind, really.
You're a cute one, but you should be more careful. Sweet as you are, others are bound to try to take advantage of you.
So I guess to make us even, you'd owe me a favor then. How about you come up to the mountains with me? That's actually the whole reason I started talking to you, honestly. I thought we could have a bunch of fun on a hike.
That is an acceptable trade. Very well.
I was gonna say, does she seem like a hiker to you?
Yeah.
Hoo-hoo, this is gonna be great!
Perhaps it will. I understand malevolent spirits tend to gather on those mountains. And I hear there's a nice little spot positively crackling with cursed energy. You know what's crackling with cursed energy? This entire playthrough is crackling with cursed energy. Well, that's normal.
Well,
Yeah, he's like, oh, shit.
hey, wait a minute. Who's there?
So you finally noticed.
Oh no. How long you been following me?
Well, let's see. I started before you returned to your tent and your little snooze on the riverbank. And when you bought those new tools, and definitely before breakfast, you ate 4 sweet rolls, a bonbon, 12 cookies, and a grilled fish. That can't be right. Is that right? Anyways, I've been watching you since before that.
That whole time?
Yep. And you didn't even notice until now. How shameful, especially for a ninja. You disgrace the name of Saizo. Just think, if I were an enemy, you could have died 100 times by now.
There's no way. Nobody's ever gotten the drop on me before, unless... Did you?
Indeed I did. How does it feel to have been cursed? Is it tingly? Does it sting? My magic can dull even the keenest of senses. This was child's play. So, have you learned to watch what you say around me?
Yeah, I guess. But crickets. I didn't think your curse would be that effective. You sure there's no way I could find a way to use this sort of thing?
Not unless you were spying on old friends or lovers. Or perhaps targets of a secret monomaniacal obsession. But even in that case, the target must have some fellow feeling for the caster.
Yeah, I don't exactly have any enemies I'm mononucleosis. I'm mono-obsessed with. Wait, so does the fact that the curse works mean that we're, close?
I suppose so. I guess this means we're friends.
Heh. Sure, and I'm honored to have a friend as bone-chillingly creepy as you.
Well, you don't have to be such a pig about it.
Hey, I was just joking. I'm sorry. I joke when I'm embarrassed. I just thought it was cute. About that curse. Means you're not as cold as I thought.
It was so cute when you cursed me.
That needs to be a song. Cute when you cursed me.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It's okay. I think you're pretty great too.
Don't go getting a swollen head about it. Unless you want me to make your head literally swell, because I can arrange that. Which one?
Fine. And I'm sorry for calling you creepy. That was wrong of me. Pals.
Very well, if you insist.
Right.
Normal.
Very normal.
Should have brought some peeps.
Rajat, you're having tea without me?
You caught me. I just thought I should learn to brew my own, in case you're not around.
Well, I'm glad you're a total convert. But does this mean we won't be having tea together anymore?
No, you're still of use to me. I can't make tea as good as yours. Plus, I want to learn all your other relaxation techniques. I got pickles.
Jacob pops out from somewhere. But is the tea better than mine?
other techniques? I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, please. You're holding out on me. You're the most relaxed person I know. I want you to teach me everything.
Well, I'll do my best.
See that you do, Hisame. Rajat strikes me as an Airheads girl. I think she'd like Twizzlers. I feel like she'd like just like tearing off pieces, you know?
Tearing off Twizzler pieces.
Yeah, with her teeth. Selkie, this may sound strange to you, but please hear me out. My black magics have definitely felt stronger lately. The power surges within me more and more each day. I can think of no other explanation than that my prayers to you have been answered. That's weird, because I haven't done anything. My supplication to you was somewhat, well, mostly for my own amusement, but... Are you kidding me? I wonder if you have been granting me some sort of power after all. Answer the question, and no, I don't have any power to grant. That's crazy talk. I think you're wrong. There is power in the unbreakable bond of camaraderie that we share. Huh? Robbery? Start making sense, Rajat. Let us make a pact. We will spur one another on, intervene on each other's behalf, and otherwise do all the things that friends do for all eternity. Okay, sounds good. I'm in for your weird pact, Rajat. Especially the part about us being friends. Huh, I finally said it. Honestly, wasn't as bad as I was expecting. It may have been a circuitous way to make friends, but it is my way. Did you say something? Only the usual, my friend Selkie. Praise the gods and their divine vessels. Rajat just, like, tricked her into being friends.
Sorry, I had to get a tissue.
That's okay.
What a beautiful day. I wonder what the gazebo looks like when the sun is out. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Shigure, hail. Hisame, what are you doing here?
Pickling.
Huh. You almost sound displeased. I'm just relaxing. This has become one of my favorite spots. I come here even when it's sunny now. Would you like to relax for a while with me? I brought some tea and pickles today.
I pickled the tea, too.
Ew.
Well.
Oh? Thank you. I would be happy to take advantage of your kindness. This place does calm the mind, doesn't it? It does. I've been thinking a lot about why that might be lately. I think it is because it represents to us the world we wish to build with this war. A glimpse of the future we hope will come when all this fighting is done. That is what gives us peace of mind. That such a place can exist at all. That our dreams are within reach. I believe you're exactly right. This is our little grove of heaven. If only we could share this bliss with all the world. Yes, but perhaps these are only idle fancies. Would the world even want this? One man's heaven is another's torment. Mere peace will have to do. Shigure, we must end this war. Soon. Yes.
Yes. But first, we kiss.
Yeah, that's where I kind of thought it was going. But we may have to become too serious today. No. But may we have... I don't know what that line was. I read it
Good
wrong.
enough. Sorry.
Let us return to our leisure and our tea.
Our pickled tea.
And pickles. Of course. Thank you, Hisame. I am glad you are my friend. And I'm glad you're mine. Let us forge a new world together.
Friend.
A new peace, brother.
Dwyer's in the back like, what the fuck?
Very good. Yes, then. A new peace. The world will see to itself. Did you get that?
Yeah, it just like delayed. So it was like a new Pete, and then there was a pause, and then it was like, "Sss," and then it said the rest.
A new P.
A new P.
Saw. Now enough of this talk. We will have tomorrow to speak of War and Peace by Tolstoy. But to enjoy this sun and this good wind we were given today, we were...
Good
Why
enough.
was that worded so weird? It made me read it
I
wrong
don't know.
again.
I think he just talks weird. Hey,
Soul
Kita, guess
support was just designed to make me look like a fool.
what? Kita, guess what work had today for in-service? 150 churros. Oh my god, Lacius.
150 mid-desserts.
Look, I would take a free churro.
I would take a free churro.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
A new pickle.
He's coughing. You okay, buddy? Alright, he's fine. Hi,
You all right?
Mellium.
Hey, Mellium.
How's it going? We're doing supports. Alright. It's time for Selkie. Oh, 2 idiots in 1 room. Great. Hey, Selkie. What are you up to? What's that book you're reading? Hi, Corny. I was just looking through this amazing picture book. Because she can't read. Check out this horse. Crazy horn, right? Kind of looks like Sophie. And look how many horns this monster has. Yes, those are some impressive creatures. But I hope you're not still worried about not having any horns of your own. Well, because I think your fuzzy little ears and tail are pretty darn cute. Everyone already knows you're fierce. You don't need horns to prove anything. I guess what I'm saying is, I think you're pretty great just the way you are. Really? You mean that? Of course. If anything, I'm a little envious of your look. Oh, you're too nice, Corny. But you should know that I'm actually totally happy with the way I look. I thought some horns would be cool, sure. But I also just wanted an excuse to play with you in the forest. Well, that's great. I'm really glad to hear that. So you're all done questing for horns and antlers and other types of trophies?
Nope. Now we gotta go get you a pair of cute fuzzy ears just like mine. Since you like them so much, you know. What? You don't have to wear them when you're a dragon or anything. Plus, it'd be another great chance to go running in the forest. Whee!
Selkie, we don't need an excuse to go hang out in the forest. We can just go. So please, let's not scalp the ears and tail off any poor woodland creature.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go.
Don't ever change, Selkie. Wow. Oh, these two.
What's wrong, Selkie?
Well, remember how I kinda got carried away the other day? Literally. It seemed like a good idea not to go flying in that kind of weather anymore. But that's the only kind of weather there's been. What am I supposed to do?
The earthbound life is too mundane now that you had a taste of the sky, hey?
Maybe there's some other fun game we can play. Oh, we could buzz houses.
Was she is she saying
Pardon?
like does she mean play Ding Dong Ditch? Is that what she's saying?
We could, like, TP houses.
Yeah, what is she saying? Just throw eggs at everyone's tents.
That gets old faster than you'd think.
Aww. That'd be neat if I woke up one morning with wings instead of a tail. Then I could fly all on my own.
I don't know, Tails can fly. He has 2 tails. You could probably make it work.
I don't see that happening, I'm afraid.
Shigure's done this before. Yeah, was he playing Ding Dong Ditch? He said that gets old faster than you think. Unless there's some other game. But that's the only thing I can think of with Buzz the Houses.
What else? What else? Does your Pegasus know any cool stunts?
Cool stunts. Did you ever take it off any sweet jumps?
Did you ever jump any cars with your Pegasus?
Stunts, huh? Well, now that you mention it.
Come on, Shigure. Let's go slash some tires. Let's go. They're just
Hell
like,
yeah.
painting graffiti on everyone's tents. And Azura's just like, I am very, very disappointed in you, my son. We sang together.
How could you disobey me like this after we sang together? Stunts, Now that you mention it. How does somersaulting strike you?
Somersaulting?
My Pegasus is extremely talented at mid-air loops and flips. I'd wager she could pull them off even with both of us mounted.
You would wager what? Because what if you're wrong? Selkie just falls.
On second thought, I wouldn't wager much.
You're kidding me,
My
right? That's too good to be true. Can we try it right now?
Far be it from me to refuse a lady. If you know what I mean.
Wow.
Shall we see how many times we can somersault before getting dizzy?
This is the best day ever! Thanks a million, Shigure!
Your passion for flight is all the thanks I need.
This means I'll have to return the favor someday, huh?
Return what favor?
You know, the way you always make time to play with me. Someday I'll do something for you to make you just as happy. Cross my heart.
I look forward to that very much. Now then, shall we take to the air?
You don't need to ask me twice.
And that's how they died. The graffiti says send nudes. Ryoma takes it seriously. Oh no. Can we get Sophie too? Tigray corruption arc. His animal friends give him the eyes of shame. Oh man. Aren't they intense though? How are you gonna, what do you do? Like knock on the tent? And then run away?
You wait until you can see them leaning against the tent wall, and then you just give them a swift kick in the butt. And run away.
You see their shadow and you kick them. Selkie's dad would join them instead of scolding. Yeah, absolutely. Corny's like, why does this keep happening?
It's always corny.
It's like
Why does everyone keep kicking me?
I feel like they would do it to Takumi, honestly.
This really isn't funny anymore. It never was. It's just mean.
Everyone's laughing at him.
Including Kiragi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kuragi would join in. Takumi's too sick to stop it.
That last one was me, Dad.
He would fess up too. He would like be all excited about it. And then Azama teases him, but then they start doing it to Azama. And then he gets pissed off.
This really isn't funny when it's being done to me. Damn it. Oh god, I forgot how much I hate Azama. Lord.
Oh man, they'd have a hard time kicking Saizo in the ass. I mean, they'd have a lot to work with, but I don't think they'd be able to make him fall over.
That's the first one that Azama tries to do and his foot gets stuck.
I was gonna say, it just like, Saizo's powerful ass like sends him flying. Like he gets to kick it, and it's just like, pushes him at buns of steel, exactly.
It's like how a train can move really slowly and still destroy a truck. That's Saizo's ass.
I'm picturing something like from a cartoon, you know?
What, he just kicks him and goes flying backwards?
Yeah. With a comical boing sound. Exactly. And Zama's extra pissed off.
Okay, god damn it!
And Orochi's just like, I told you so. I saw it in the cards. Azama gets like flown backwards so hard, falls into trap, Setsunu's in there. Hey.
Sup?
I've been here for 3 days.
Oh, of course it's you. I hate you.
But he can't get out because it's too deep. He's just stuck there until someone finds them.
Oh my god, there's all these characters that I like forgot about halfway.
I know, right? I feel like of the first generation, Saizo, Ryoma, Corny, and Jacob are the ones who are never forgotten. That's why we haven't seen her in a while. She's been in a hole for a week. Yeah. Her absence is explained that way.
I actually forgot about Kaze a little bit, which embarrasses me because I like Kaze.
Yeah, he just hasn't been around, and he doesn't have as much lore as Saizo.
No, by now, he's been completely eclipsed by Saizo's ass.
Yeah. Real rough. Being a younger sibling.
A younger sibling with a smaller ass.
You miss Kaze. He'll come back at some point.
Hey, Dwyer, are you watching? I'm gonna do a backflip off this building!
No, Michael, this is a really bad idea. Do not jump on the bouncy castle.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
That seems ill-advised.
Oh yeah? Just watch me!
You're just going to get hurt again when you land.
She's gonna land on someone's tent. It's Takumi. Now, gosh darn it!
But you'll take care of me if I do, right? It's a total win-win!
Doesn't it hurt when you get hurt? Do you not feel pain or something?
Yeah, I guess it kinda hurts.
Kinda hurts when I break my spine in half.
Maybe I won't try it after all.
Why isn't she in the jars for the dum-dum?
Yeah.
Thank you. It hurts me to watch you hurt yourself.
Really? Why?
Well, because we're friends, aren't we?
Oh yeah, we're friends. But friends play together, so let's go play, Dwyer.
You're unbelievable.
She's gonna do backflips off of him.
Wait, is that a compliment? But who cares? Let's go play in the mountains, woo!
What would we do up there?
I don't know, chase birds or something? Frolic? Come on, let's go!
That sounds more like work than fun.
Aw, don't say that.
Let me put it this way. It sounds like fun if you enjoy running around until you pass out. Which I don't.
Then, you're not coming? Even though we're friends?
No, I'm coming. I'd hate for you to hurt yourself out in the middle of nowhere.
Yay! Thanks, Dwyer!
Oh, Selkie.
Hey, Selkie! Ready to go on another hike in the woods?
Sure. Okay.
Something wrong?
Just, what happened the other day? When those thugs captured me. It's not that it was too scary or anything. I've been in worse situations. It's just, I let my guard down. I ate the food they offered me without a thought. Even though you said those people looked suspicious before. I'm such an idiot.
Don't worry, Selkie. It's okay. They can't hurt you now.
I know. I'm not scared of them. I'm just disappointed in myself. I need to be more careful in the future. I can't just keep trusting everyone I meet.
No, you shouldn't change who you are. Well, actually, a little more
Well-
caution would be advised.
I don't think that's changing who you are. I think that's just being smart and safe.
Especially not on account of a bunch of thugs like that.
Well...
What? But I'll just cause more problems for everyone if I let myself get fooled again.
No, the people who cause problems are the ones like the guys who tricked you. Never blame yourself for that, okay? It wasn't your fault. And anyway, I think one of the best things about you is that you're so trusting.
Kiragi.
And if anyone tries to take advantage of you again, I'll be there to stop them.
Huh, really? You do that for me?
Of course.
Thank you, Kiragi. You're the best.
I mean, it is true that they were the ones in the wrong, but... still not the best advice.
Ha! Well, Asugi, what do you have to say now? Am I not the bestest hunter you've ever met?
Well, you did find the target's secret hideout after I lost track of him. But I'm not exactly sure how.
That's for me to know. I told you I'm a great tracker.
I just don't get it. You weren't even paying attention. How'd you know where to go?
Okay, I'll tell you. Remember when I stepped on that branch, made a loud noise?
I certainly do. I can't believe you gave away our position like that.
Well, dum-dum, I did on purpose. Once he thought he'd shaken us, he let down his guard. Then I was able to sneak off separately and follow him. It was great teamwork, even if you didn't know we were working together.
I see. I've heard of that tactic before, but I've never heard of it actually working.
So, what do you think about letting me tag along in your missions now? You see how helpful I can be, right?
I can't deny your talent, but you really must do something about the chatter.
Yay! I'll take that as a yes. You won't regret this, Asugi.
We'll see about that.
Blah! This pickle is terrible! How come all the ones I make turn out like this?
Take a deep breath, Selkie. Let's talk through this.
But, what am I doing wrong?
It's not any one thing, Selkie. Your whole approach to pickling needs work. First of all, one does not simply become a pickle master overnight. It takes years of careful practice, attention to detail.
But I want to eat delicious pickles now!
I don't know about that, Hisame. It took me like an hour. I am a pickle master.
I knew it.
Guys, I got Kita to eat cauliflower and like it.
True.
I am a pickle master.
This did happen.
Please, get a hold of yourself. You'll get the hang of this, and in the meantime, I'll share my pickles with you.
Wait, really?
Of course. One of the great things about pickles is how long they keep. 2 to 3 weeks. I think that's in the Bible somewhere in the back. So, naturally, I maintain at least 1 year's supply at all times in my tent. You have a year worth of pickles in your tent?
That's a lot.
That's amazing. Do you have any more of that buffalo from the other day?
Actually, I do. Although pickled meat doesn't keep quite as well as veggies.
So what? Why keep this when you can just eat it right away? Gimme!
How can you enjoy the depth of flavor when you eat that quickly? Are you even chewing?
Ah, that hit the spot. Got any more?
So, this is my life now. Pickle chef to a ravenous she-fox. Could be worse.
That's Eco's life too.
What?
I'm the ravenous she-fox.
Pickle chef to a ravenous she-fox.
What are you mumbling about? And where are all the pickles you promised me?
It's nothing, Selkie. Please come and help yourself to any of the pickles in my tent. I will simply have to ramp up production to keep up with demand.
Oh, you're the best, Hisame. Thanks. Wait a second. You keep teaching me how to make my own, right? Because I don't want to eat all of your pickles. What kind of pickle pal would do that to another pickle pal?
Of course, you'll be a fine pickle pal in time. Joker, that's a
that's-
raid message.
That's gonna mean something different in the S support.
I want to be your only pickle pal. She goes to his tent to get some pickles, and he gives her his pickle.
No! So, where are we headed today, Shigure? We are already pretty deep in the forest.
It's like the dick in a box thing, except it's a pickle jar.
No!
Will you allow me to be your brine, my cauliflower?
Oh my god.
Hi, Rue. Rue's back.
Oh.
It's a surprise, but I'll give you a hint. You need a Pegasus to get there.
I'm shocked.
Oh, nearly there.
Is that a waterfall?
Yes, there's an alcove just about halfway up it. Halfway up it. That sounds awkward. I'll touch us down there.
Oh, that little recess? I see what you mean about needing a Pegasus. This is amazing. I've never seen a waterfall from this close before. It's so soothing.
That's not all. Look, over here.
A rainbow?
Mm-hmm. If you stand here at the right time of day, one usually appears. There are times it won't, but it seems luck is on our side today.
It's beautiful.
I'm happy I was able to share this with you. I've been meaning to show someone for a long time.
I only wish the others could see it. It's truly a remarkable sight.
That would be nice, but not many people can fit at a time. It could take a while.
I see your point. Shigure, would you sing for me here?
Hmm? Oh, of course. He sings.
He sings. The only song he's ever known. The
I'm
only
not
song his
singing.
mother has ever known. The only song anyone in this game has ever known. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Except he's thinking, Bitch, I didn't bring you here so you could be thinking about everyone else.
Yeah. Love how
I want
she's
you
going to
be
explain that to
thinking about
Azura.
me.
I made your son fly me up to this beautiful romantic spot and sing me your signature song. And Azura's like, what the fuck? I can't do requests, Corny. I only know one song. That is my curse. Hello, Kiragi. About to go hunting again.
I'm picturing Corny just like happily telling Azura that they boned up there in the waterfall, and Azura's like horrified.
Oh my god. She should be horrified.
Your son is an amazing lover.
Oh my god. That would be Ryoma's influence.
Nope. I actually just got back.
Oh, then could I borrow you for a second? I wanted to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's up?
Remember how you told me you hate people treating you like a prince? I don't think you really need to worry about it as much as you think.
Huh?
If I understand you correctly, what really bothers you isn't all the conventions. You're worried that others will not see the real you behind the prince. I don't think he was ready for this therapy session, Corny.
Huh?
What I mean is, I don't think you're that bothered by fancy talk or special clothing. I think you're afraid people will think you're weak or uninformed because you're royal. You just want people to acknowledge you for yourself and not your title. But the thing is, I think everyone already does that.
Why do you say that? I told you about my caretakers, right?
Your caretakers are fucking dead, Kiragi. Get over it. I don't think they were really all that worried about the kingdom. They were worried about you. You were their charge. They didn't want you hurt. The people I grew up around, they all loved me, and not because I was a princess. It's because I have main character energy.
Wow.
I'm sure it's the same for those who took care of you.
Ugh. Corny. You're probably right, you know? But I didn't realize it at the time, and I don't think I left on good terms. Well, too late now.
I'm sure they understand that you had your reasons.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks for taking the time to chat with me, Corny. I feel like a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Almost makes me miss the deep realms a little bit. Maybe I should write my caretakers a letter sometime.
What was it like there? Also, the caretakers are definitely dead if they're still there, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was incredible. We were surrounded by nature on all sides. It was the perfect place for a natural-born hunter to grow up. So much nature to kill.
Yeah.
When this war is over, I want to go back there. I think. We should go together.
Very well, but only if you promise to introduce me to everyone you grew up with. Deal?
Deal. They're not gonna be there.
They're not going to be there.
Why isn't...
Because they don't have consistency in this lore. They really didn't think through the deep realms. Clearly.
They're gonna be dust.
Yeah. They go to a graveyard. Chloe.
Yes, that's perfect. I want to finish getting through puberty so our S support won't be so awkward.
Oh my god. Asugi, is it true? Were you the one that caught the thieves?
Damn it. Who Damn it. Who rattled? Who let me just start that one over. Damn it. Who ratted?
Who rattled? It was your dad and his giant ass. It never even...
So goes my bong, bong, bong.
Oh, his ass is clapping. Remember? He was so loud when he was trying to hide. It never even occurred to me that they would be children. How did they even get in?
There was a hole in the back, hidden behind a mound of dirt.
If you knew this, why didn't you say anything about it? This is a major security risk. What if someone else had found it?
Well, Corny, it's because I suck.
I tried to put a peep in there. Wasn't enough.
The hole's tiny, barely big enough for a hound. It was pretty clear no adult could get in through it, and there's no other way in. Besides, it's pretty much always children who steal food, especially that amount.
Huh?
Adults always go after money. They understand they need more than food. But kids are more straightforward. They follow their stomachs. Anyways, I don't want to make a big deal out of this, for their sake. You're not going to help them much by giving them anything. These kids have parents, which means anything you give the kids ain't theirs.
And you don't think the parents would do the right thing?
I visited them. They're not the virtuous type. It's hard to be virtuous and poor. That was a little classist.
A little bit.
I did arrange something with the local grocer, though. Heard he was trustworthy. He's not poor, you see. He agreed to look out for them, as well as he could. Make sure they weren't hungry. And I got the kids to promise they wouldn't steal so long as they were fed. Hope one of them takes it to heart.
You did all that?
Eh? Sure, why not? Didn't have anything better to do.
I guess I just didn't expect it of you.
Wow, I thought you were an asshole.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm glad to know I inspire such raw trust and admiration.
Not that I ever had a bad opinion of you. I think I just misunderstood you. You taught me some important things, Asugi. We need to keep in mind the people we're supposedly trying to do this for. Without them, all our efforts amount to little more than another power struggle. Even if we don't see them, we must always keep them in mind.
Guess you're not so naive after all, boss. Well, if something else comes up, let me know. Later.
Thank you, Asugi. So I was sitting here and I was trying to remember who his kid was. And then I was like, oh my god, it was Laurent, wasn't it? So I just remembered that.
Laurent.
Mm-hmm.
Was Gaius his kid?
Pretty sure he was married to Muriel, remember?
Was he?
I think so.
Crazy.
I know. Hello, Hisame. Thanks again for those pickles the other day. How's your latest batch coming along?
Who cares?
Corny cares.
Ah, corny. They're coming along quite nicely. Thanks for asking. No one else does. I wonder if you're ready to take the next step in your pickling journey. Would you like to learn how to make your own pickles?
Really? You'd teach me? I guess I assumed that your recipe would be a closely guarded secret.
Nothing of the sort. One of my goals is to popularize pickle consumption.
Pickle consumption sounds like a bad bout of tuberculosis.
It's... Yes, we confirmed it's TB, but I'm sorry, you have an incredibly rare form of pickle consumption. So, of course, I'm always happy to share.
Great. It's funny. I never thought I'd be getting this excited over something like pickles.
Oh, welcome back, Wildcat. Right with your favorite guy.
Pickle boy.
Gonna go play hide the pickle.
Oh no.
And I never thought I'd be able to converse so freely with a what? How did we get here? I missed something.
I don't know.
And I never thought I'd be able to converse so freely with a beautiful woman.
What?
Sorry, that was awkward. But that's exactly what I meant.
Can you imagine how you'd have to explain to whoever's parents, like if you as Corrin ended up marrying one of the second generation, and you'd have to then go to their parents and be like, hey, so I hooked up with your kid. How do you feel about that? Like...
Just cougar problems.
Oh my god.
Unless I'm talking about pickles, I tend to get flustered around women. Fuck.
Well, I never would have guessed. You seem perfectly at ease to me.
No, he doesn't. He's a weirdo. Well, as long as we keep this relationship strictly pickle-platonic, I should be fine.
Instead of pickle
what
romantic?
Am I saying? What words am I saying?
What the fuck is pickle-platonic? That's a good question, Lucy.
It's the opposite of pickle-sexual.
Does that mean, like, friends with benefits? Because a pickle is still involved.
I don't know.
See?
I don't
Great
wanna
Destroyer
know.
and I are on the same wavelength. Pickle pals with benefits. I need a keychain with that on it. Pickle platonic. Friends with pickles.
Game tier, I'm genuinely disgusted by this.
All right,
All
well,
right, can we have to agree that they never thought that anybody would get this far. They never thought that people would read this.
you think they like wrote these as a joke and they're like, no one's ever gonna support Hisame.
Yes. Absolutely. They're like, nobody's ever gonna, one, play this far, support this creep, and like, so who cares?
Yeah, they're like, oh god, we've already written like 300 of these. Who gives a shit? He was like the last character, and they're like, oh god, just write whatever.
They learned nothing from BioWare and Tali, who were just like, oh, of course no one's gonna romance the alien with the mask. And then everybody loved Tali.
This is different, though. I don't think everyone loves Hisame.
This is disappointing.
Can you imagine? It's like 3 a.m. They're like rushing to get all of these done. They've already written several hundred of them, and they're like, what the fuck? Just say whatever. They're like laughing hysterically as they write this. No one's gonna see this.
No one's gonna bang this pickle dweeb.
Hisame is widely disliked, I believe, Game tier.
Is he?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I kind of am surprised because I've come to believe that anybody that we strongly dislike is like the fandom favorite. Yes,
Wildcat.
by me. Well, good, Wildcat.
Did you finish the support chain for Hisame? It's 4 a.m. on a Friday. Just throw pickle in the dialogue.
You get to the last one, it's just like pickle, 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 pickle.
God, I hope so. They just like filled the whole thing with that word. They're like, I don't care, whatever.
Black hole of hatred? This man does not have a fandom. Good.
You just wait, Game tier, until I post this VOD. Then we'll find out if Hisame has any hardcore fans.
I'm trying to figure out why I dislike his hair so much.
Because it looks like it shouldn't look like that.
It looks like it shouldn't look like that.
It doesn't
well,
look
that's a
like...
good assessment, but...
It looks fake.
I don't know how you would get that. It's like somebody accidentally gave him the Victoria Beckham on the sides, but then the front is like pushed over emo bangs.
Yeah, they should have just went with the Victoria Beckham and left it that.
It's like a half Karen, but on a little boy. It's just weird.
So he would be Pickle Spice if he were a Spice Girl? He's dying. You can't hear him, but I can hear him.
Pickle Spice!
I will at you, Game tier.
Comment complains and loves and please at me.
This guy bathes in pickle juice, pickle spice, but you see, now that sounds like a deodorant, like an Old Spice. Yeah, an Old Spice scent.
Old Spice, dill.
Oh. Old Spice Dillruption. Come on, Wildcat. You know it'd be called Dilf.
So, to that end, I believe we were discussing you learning how to pickle.
Yes, that's right. What do I need?
Oh God, Wildcat. You will need only the basics. A few jars, a few ingredients, and my knowledge. Well, way to be specific, man. Come. Pickle paradise awaits.
What the fuck? Pickle Paradise? I can't imagine why you'd have a hard time talking to women. Damn!
Oh,
Woo!
brutal.
Wow.
Pickle panic.
That was a sick, corny burn. Maidenless behavior.
Horny did get him good.
She did.
All right. Just need to get this back one on the shelf. What? Just all right. Just need to get this back on the shelf, and I should be done. Just a. Oh. Nope, that wasn't it either. All right. Just need to get this back on the shelf, and I should be just about done.
He has a concussion. It's not your fault.
Yo.
Yo. Dwyer might be my favorite.
He's one of mine.
He might be one of my favorite of the kids. Actually, he had some pretty decent A supports with people. The one with Mitama was very nice. He made her a quilt.
Oh, yeah. It's an emote in the making.
You.
Hey, Dwyer.
Your tent appears to be clean today. You did this yourself.
Oh, yeah, thanks to you. I think I'm getting the hang of this neatness stuff. Dwyer rule number 1. Discard all items you have not touched for 6 months.
I got that from Marie Kondo.
Does it spark joy?
Dwyer rule number 2. Especially food.
Ew.
Hisame from the background, but not pickles.
Well, that's items he's used within the last 6 months. He's always touching his pickles.
I always touch all of my pickles every 6 months.
I thought you were gonna say like every night before bed.
I touch my pickle every night before bed.
Gurney's like, wow. It's so shocking that you have never spoken to a woman before.
I think of you when I touch my pickle.
Oh my god. Wow.
I love the screaming Bernie. Dwyer rule number 3. All items you do use must be returned to their original place. Dwyer rule number 4. Do not interrupt Dwyer's nap time. Heh, I memorized all of them, just like you said.
Very good.
You know, I never thought I'd say it, but it's made preparing for a hunt way better. It's not even easier. It's just so relaxing now. It's not what he said at all. Whatever, it worked.
Of course. Enrich your environment, and you enrich your soul. I took that from Marie Kondo too.
He stands.
Her friends call her KonMari.
I'm sorry if I frustrated you. If I'd just listened to you from the start, I'd have saved myself a lot of pain.
No worries. You understand now. That's enough. I've also learned something in this process.
You aren't who I thought you were. I hereby revoke your title of slovenly prince. You are now the Immaculate Prince.
What is he, like Rhea's great grandfather?
Somewhere Edelgard feels a disturbance in the forest. Woohoo! Thanks! You know, you might come off as gruff, but I bet you're a softie on the inside. Don't be such an idiot. I knew it! You're turning red! Asugi. Yeah, Naps. Why are we having a tea party? I thought you wanted a rematch.
His face with, why are we having a tea party?
Bingo. And that's exactly what we're doing. I'm pretty sure we're just eating pastries and drinking tea. Is this what the kids call rematches these days? That's new. Neat. Look, I gave up on trying to nab the secret to your fighting abilities. Wasting a whole day watching you sleep was enough. I'm not subjecting myself to more of that.
Rajat will.
Yeah. I just pay Rajat to do it now.
Yeah.
Which is why I decided to have a different type of competition with you. I call it the Whose Baked Sweets Are Better Showdown. Oh. Okay. So now you understand? Yep. I'd say this is your win.
Yo, how do you do, fellow teens?
Huh? I mean, your stuff is way better than mine. Check out these little bean fish things.
Isn't that taiyaki?
I think so. I think you...
Ah!
Hey, you got it. What do you call them? Taiyaki. They're great. And these rice cakes. Oh, man. You're pretty amazing at this stuff, Asugi. Where'd you learn it all? Feh, I can't tell you that. Maybe if you spied on me, you could find out. Nah. Too much effort. Ugh. And you know, I think this is probably more of a draw anyways. Oh, what? But you said I won. You can't take it back. Well, I didn't just bring sweets. I brewed some coffee as well. I don't know how you tasted it through all that sugar, but you seemed to like it a lot. You kept going on about how good it was. And isn't that your 8th cup? Holy
Oh no.
shit.
Asugi's gonna have the zoomies.
He's with all that sugar and 8 cups of coffee? There's gonna be another hole in the ceiling when he jumps through it.
Yeah, and then I'll have to plug that one with Saizo's ass.
Just move the other cheek over here.
Oh my god.
Stop spreading my ass.
Ringa's like, that's my job.
Oh no. I suppose you got a point. So how about it? Do you know how to make coffee? Let's have another rematch.
Damn it. Enough. No. I'm not gonna spy on you again to get your coffee brewing secrets.
Well, you could always play fair, but if you really want to know, you can just ask.
Really? Well, then I'm gonna take you up on that.
Yeah, no problem. It's pretty easy to do. Unless you're my father. He sucks. It's way easier than sparring anyway.
I really wish that every support Dwyer, like, had a dig at Jacob. That would be so funny.
They're pretty easy to add in.
They are.
But I have one condition. You've got to teach me how to make that taiyaki stuff.
I see. All right, Naps, you're on.
Sweet. Well, I'm full, so I'm gonna go lie down.
Huh? You're not gonna teach me now?
Well, to quote a wise man, I would prefer not to.
Got him.
You. Fine. I'll wait until you wake up, but you're teaching me as soon as you do, all right?
Fine.
Is that Saizo above them?
We'll go with that.
Suki's gonna put a peep in one of those. Is that his signature? It's like, he's not a serial killer, but he's like a serial baker. So then
Just
anything he
calling
bakes,
card.
yeah, he just puts a peep in it. There's a peep in there. Eat the peep, Caldori. Saizo's been in the ceiling for a month. His image starts vibrating violently for the rest of the support. Oh, because of all the caffeine? I wish.
God, he's just wired.
Oh, your two favorites, Wildcat.
He's addicted to caffeine. Sounds like he needs mud. Nobody got that reference.
What?
That was just a deep cut from my own least liked YouTube ads list.
Ah, gotcha.
It's that
I'll see you later,
mushroom
Joker.
water.
Oh.
Oh, good night, Joker. Yeah, it's like powdered mushrooms, and it's supposed to taste like coffee and give you a bunch of energy so that you can be ripped and a paragon and
I can be a
CEO
paragon.
of a
I just have to play
company.
Mass Effect. It's pretty easy.
What, mushroom water? Yeah, look it up. It's called mud water. It's disgusting looking.
Shouldn't it be called mush water?
Mush water.
That to me sounds better than mud water, honestly, and also tells you what it is. But why? Tim, good question.
Hey, Hisame. I had so much fun playing shogi the other day. Thanks a ton for suggesting it. It was a great idea. Yes, it was quite amusing. Just thinking about it now makes me laugh. Ha ha ha. I almost gave up in the middle there when you got serious. I was so frustrated, I might have really quit if I hadn't had that epiphany. Yes, and you were absolutely right about that too. It was quite funny. Haha. My disposition really is more in line with Lord Takumi's. And you were just as right. I'm way more like Hinata.
It's like we took you. It's like we took after the. It's like we took after the other's father. How's that for weird?
Oh no, were they switched at birth too?
Yes, it is curious. But I am glad you decided to stay in the game. You were quite tenacious at the end. Yep, once I started thinking of it like a hunt, I began to really get it.
Great. Love that for you.
It's not like any old board game. It requires the patience and skills of a true huntsman.
Oh god, Hinata mixed the kids up. They have different hair color and he still managed to do that.
They're going to the deep realms and he had to bring two and then he like got them mixed up between his arms. It was
Can you imagine?
Oh god.
Yeah, he's just looking at from one baby to the other baby like, He's like, Kagero's gonna kill me.
Hinata, what's taking so long? Nothing. I bet it's good practice for anyone who has to command forces in battle, too. I agree. I believe it may even be useful for duelists as well. After all, reading your opponent's intentions is a key skill for both. Huh? What's so amusing? Think we've bridged the gap between us now? Are we real friends now? I wonder, could it be true? Perhaps it would not be as wise as I had thought. You don't need to be so shy about it. Drop it with the loyal vassal junk, okay? If our dads can be as good of friends as they are, we can be too. Okay, you might be right. Perhaps there are exceptions to every rule. Absolutely. Alright, now, we just need to try really hard so that we can be best friends forever. We could be the best I don't know.
Kiragi has a hard time sometimes. He's usually sporting a concussion, so.
My dad hit me in the head with his bow.
Oh, I was thinking more like, you know, he got charged by an animal or something. He's hunting all the time. He's probably fallen and hitting his. He's probably fallen in his head.
Kiragi, what's wrong with you? I got kicked in the head by a moose.
Yep, that sounds right. I think that's probably what happened. Actually, he probably also got kicked in the head by Sophie at some point.
Oh, no, he was hunting Sophie.
Yeah, it was it was a defense mechanism. Kiragi, why were you hunting a horse? I just wanted a new challenge.
Sophie was just out grazing.
Now I have to add that. Sophie kicked Kiragi in the head and gave him a concussion. I already have Hisame and Kiragi switched at birth. So now I'm gonna have to find out how to put this all on the whiteboard. There's so much lore. Maybe what I'll do is get one that flips, and then on the one side I can have the family tree, and then on the opposite side all the lore written out for each character. I think that
you guys beware. This whiteboard is getting more and more expensive.
I feel like
now
that would be the
one that flips.
I feel like that would be the easiest way to do it. Because if I try to put all the lore on and then, like, draw the lines to everybody, especially when we have this switch to birth bullshit, I think that's going to be difficult. So, we might have to go to the other side for the lore. I mean, Saizo will take up a good chunk of the whiteboard, just like his ass would take up a good chunk of the whiteboard. So, you know, it's going to be, like, all this lore about Saizo, and then what's it going to say about, like, Hinoka trying to overthrow Ryoma. That's it. just need 2 whiteboards, Lucy.
There are going to be so many whiteboards in this house by the end of this that, like, all of the earnings from this entire series are just going to go to buying new whiteboards.
Oh my gosh. The whole house is a whiteboard. If anyone ever came over and they saw this scrawling on the whiteboard, they would be like, what is going on here? Oh, man. Good spending.
Business. Kita with these whiteboards is like that stonks meme. I don't think it works like that. You cannot force such friendships. But I do believe we could grow into a friendship like that, given time. I suppose we'll just have to see what happens, Kiragi. All right. Let's see where the world takes us, Hisame. Yay.
Yay.
Asugi, I must speak to you about something.
We're PICKLE-PLATONIC brothers. Well, if it makes you feel any better, a lot of these are going to be the last ones because they're A supports. So
That really does make me feel better.
good.
Then I can forget this man exists.
Well, until
and
Revelations.
The other one, and the other one. I don't know. I might have faded out of existence by Revelations. I can feel myself detaching from reality now.
You're in the Pickle universe?
The Pickleverse.
Wildcat.
Regarding your attendance, or rather lack thereof, at the Tactics Brunch.
The Tactics Brunch.
The hell? Gramps, leave me alone. Let me guess. That's not what he's...
Oh, I thought you were just adding that. Gramps, leave me
No,
alone. And you're like,
I'm
nope.
just misreading stuff.
It's okay. You're in another dimension. It's hard to see from there.
It's getting late, and I really didn't sleep great last night. So... But seriously, I actually didn't. I didn't get much sleep, so I'm pretty tired.
I don't think there's many left because the only ones left are you talking to you at this point. So I think...
Oh, great. So that's just my normal state of existence is me talking to me.
I don't think there's that many left, though.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. We're getting through them tonight.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these people. I don't want to go through another weekend of knowing that they exist.
Well, I mean, the S supports, but
that,
fair.
And that I have to...
Well, on the upside, the S supports are going to be a lot less because you're only going to have each of them with the remaining female characters left. So...
Can this guy be single?
I don't know what the... I don't know what the matchups are going to be.
So we're going to have another, like, S support cataloging stream?
Yeah, I think... Well, the kids aren't going to have S supports for a while because... With each other. Because we don't have 2 of the kids yet. So it'll probably just be for Corny. We have 2 more characters to get in the next 2 chapters. So we have to get them... do all the supports with Corny. Then Corny will have her kid and Kaze will have his kid. And then we'll have to go through those. There's just silence.
I'm writing. Gramps, let me guess. You saw me ducking out of the library, right? Took you long enough. I thought you'd never catch on. So you know why I'm here then? Well, what do you have to say? Yeah, I've been studying up on the finer points of tactics and strategy. And no, I have no intention of attending most of these brunches. Tasty as those cream-filled eclairs might be. But why? You could get far more out of these studies if you came. Just a rule of thumb. What kind of rule exactly? Ninja work best alone, or in small groups. There's a reason for that. The more conspicuous they are, the less suited they'll be to their assignments. Assassination, intelligence gathering, that stuff requires anonymity, stealth. Can't go flashing our mugs around everywhere, you know?
No, but you flash those pits everywhere.
That's a distraction.
It's a tactic. There's peeps in there.
No! Ew! Pit peeps.
He's got to hide them somewhere.
My name's Pits.
Now I'm just picturing him like shooting them out of his armpits like a machine gun.
Gross.
You'd never
Ow.
expect it. I don't know. Don't try to stifle my creativity. How dare you?
Pit peeps just lifts his arm up. And...
Yep. Everyone's like, oh God! Wilhelm scream.
It doesn't do any damage. It just grosses everybody out.
They all make squeaky sounds when they hit.
Oh, that's great. Oh my god. I see your point. However, you are not exactly an unknown element in the army. Sure, those who serve the royals directly rarely escape notice entirely. But there's something else to consider. A ninja walks with death.
He's cool. His name's Greg.
Greg Death. The earliest part of our training conditions us to accept this fact. And as such, we take pains to ensure that when it comes, nothing is disturbed. What? And how is this related to our meetings? One of the precautions we take is to avoid forming too many personal bonds. Meeting with so many people every week will obviously make that difficult. Sir, you've been racking up a lot of supports for somebody who doesn't like personal bonds.
Yeah. He bonds with the peeps in his pits.
Gross!
Call this
This
one
needs to-
Sally.
Oh my god, this needs to be stricken from the record. Blech. I will never be able to enjoy a peep again.
Good. Peeps suck.
Whoa!
There's my hot take for today.
Whew! That one came in hot too. There's no
I stand by
hesitation
it.
on that.
I stand by it. They're fun to put in the microwave and watch them explode. Other than that, no.
What do you think, guys? Peeps. Good or shit?
Kita waking up and choosing violence today. Ha, see? Wildcat. I don't like him either. See? I'm just saying. If I'm gonna eat something sweet, it's not gonna be a peep. Other options, better options.
Wait, oh, my chat froze.
They aren't candy corn levels of bad, but they're really mid. You know, Great Destroyer? I agree with that. They're not candy corn levels of bad, but they are very mid.
Candy corn.
Candy corn sucks. That's my other hot take.
Candy corn is not candy. I don't know what it is. I think
Candy
it's
corn
wax.
sucks. Candy hearts suck. For Valentine's Day, they're chalky and gross.
Nobody eats those. You just throw them at people.
Oh! Use them as a weapon. I didn't realize that's what they were for. Silly me. As a child, I tried to eat them. I could have been throwing them at people.
I know someone who loves those. I think they're okay.
You've never met a single person that liked candy corn.
The funny thing is, I used to really like it as a kid.
Well, we all learn from our mistakes.
But I was weirdly convinced that the different layers of color tasted different. They don't.
Splinter. I love candy corn. I like Peeps. Splinter over here. Playing devil's advocate.
They're probably dead serious.
Oh, I think they might be. This is a personal assault now. How do you feel about churros?
Favorite food, hands down. That's how quick you were just like, beeps suck.
Look, I've thought that for a long time, and I'm finally saying it. Churros are okay. Fair enough.
Hold on, I have to add more lore notes now.
You'd prefer churros over candy corn and Peeps if you had a choice. I would too, Chloe. I would too. That's why Peeps are now used for hole plugging. Right.
I can't believe I had to write this sentence. Asuki shoots Peeps from his pits like machine guns.
Yep. I'm sure there's a class for that. It's called the Peeper.
Oh my lord.
Later down the line when we get to engage, that's the class Louis wanted. But it wasn't what he thought it was.
Thought it meant he was going to be able to creep on people.
That's right.
Instead, he gets buried in marshmallow feet.
Are the jars going to be worse holiday candies ranked? I actually, we did candy. I think we did candy hearts and candy corn once. We did something with candy hearts. I'm pretty sure, like maybe a couple years ago.
I thought you did.
I did.
Oh my god, pen!
You need a different pen, I think.
Yeah, well, I have like 10 sitting in front of me.
Okay, well now I'm really confused.
Why?
Just use a different pen!
You know my desk is covered in pens.
Then use a different one.
Don't be upset. It's a part of our code. Has been for generations. Oh, I'm not upset. I understand very well. You are a fool.
Wow.
Oh? How's that? That outlook may be appropriate for a true clandestine asset. But you fight on the battlefield with us, do you not? And? Have you never wondered why warriors do not follow a similar code? It is because camaraderie is an extremely important part of any military unit. So what's your point? Think for 10 seconds. When we fight, we often do so side by side, correct? When we do, our effectiveness in battle increases. This is not an accident. It's the core gameplay.
I think Hisame is realizing what grinding for supports is. He's like, wait a second.
It is a direct consequence of our mutual bond. So too with the others. If you learn nothing else of tactics, learn this. No warrior is an island. If we fight and die, not just for a cause, but for each other. Never forget that. Huh. Maybe you're right.
Hisame is like, there's no I in island. Wait.
There's no island in team. I mean, what? You're not as aloof as you look, are you, Gramps?
I thought he
And
said
you are not as shiftless as you appear, either.
I thought he said shitless.
What?
I thought he said I read that as shitless. Yeah.
You're not as shitless as you appear.
There is an I in pickle. Glow. Okay, so it wasn't just me,
Perfect.
Wildcat.
Perhaps we have learned something here about judging others' appearances. Don't be ridiculous. But I will try to be a more integrated part of the army from now on. Sorry for the grandstanding. I hadn't considered the situation carefully, I guess. No need to apologize. Your willingness to sacrifice yourself is admirable. Under normal circumstances, it would not be misguided. Even so, I must admit my wish to dissuade you was not entirely impersonal. I want you to know that I am always here for you, my friend. I know, and I'll always have your back as well, Hisame. I didn't say friend, because I don't like personal bonds.
Yeah. I don't like you.
I'm a lone wolf.
Okay, I think there's only one left.
We sure bagged a lot of game today. With your eyes and my muscle, we're an unstoppable hunting machine.
Poor Kiragi has another concussion.
I just wish you would have stopped that moose from kicking me.
I thought you were gonna say from kicking my ass.
That moose really kicked my ass.
She was like, ah, it builds character. That's what my dad told me.
My dad told me that a boy doesn't become a man until he gets his ass kicked by a moose. I did you a favor today. Now go and get yourself a lady.
I'm just like picturing Orochi having to correct all of Ryoma's parenting. Like Ryoma says something and then Orochi's like waits for him to walk away and then goes, "Oh no, 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 come here, my son." And then like has to fix it.
Like, oh no, no, my son.
Because she was like, "Got it," and she's like, "Oh no, no, no."
No, you don't got it.
You will not be doing that.
What did I tell you about listening to your father?
Chloe. No, Chloe.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what do you think, Kiragi? You're a man now. Go tell your cousin how hot you think she is.
Oh God. I mean, to be fair, some of these
Kiragi's
people,
like, what?
some of these S supports are definitely going to be, they're going to be related to each other because that's just
how this game rolls.
That's just how it is. Great Destroyer.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever caught this much game on my own. I bet we'd make an even better team on the battlefield.
You know, you're right. We should team up more often. Between your bow and my naginata, it won't matter if the enemy is near or far.
Wherever you are.
We'll cut them down like wheat in harvest season.
I don't know why I was picturing Shiro just like using his fists and not a weapon to take out deer and such.
It's like Zagreus with the fist.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen this clip, but if you attack the squirrel in Baldur's Gate, that's kind of what I'm picturing Shiro doing to a deer.
Oh, where it just explodes?
Pretty much.
We could take on a whole army by ourselves if we set our minds to it.
You really think so?
Yeah, this is going to be another moment where Orochi's like, "Oh no, my son."
Of course, I've seen you shoot. Never has an arrow flown straighter. I'd trust you to watch my back in even the worst situations.
Same to you. You know, I'm really happy to have a cousin like you, Shiro.
I feel the same, little man. We're practically brothers by now.
You know it. Hey, how about we make our next hunting trip a contest? See who gets the most. Of course, it'll be harder for you to hunt with a spear, so we can count fish too.
A contest, eh? You're on.
Good. Then get ready to eat dirt.
Right back at you.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's an S support. Yep. All right. Oh, we're done. Yay.
Ah.
Yay. We did it.
Yeah, he's like,
Winner gets to ask Sophie out first.
Oh my God. Kiragi's like, "Shiro, you're a menace."
that's
Well-
my buddy. He's a real deviant.
That's my cousin. Wow. The end is in sight. It is angel feathers. I mean, granted, We're still gonna have to go through all the supports for Kaze's kid and Corny's kid, but still, progress. So
finally, actually feeling like we're making some progress. This is like finally getting to the end of an endless sea of supports.
yeah. So, next week we'll be doing the next chapter. Maybe as supports with Corny. I mean, we'll still be missing some characters. We won't actually pick, but we could probably go through some of them if I can get those. Yeah. So please join us next week for more Fire Emblem Fates. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us tonight. We appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. And
have a good weekend too. We're not going to
yeah.
see you this weekend for the rest of the time, are we?
Nope.
So next stream won't be until Wednesday, maybe?
Most likely Wednesday, yeah.
So we'll miss you on Sunday night, but have a good weekend.
Yeah. Have a nice
weekend.
weekend.
Let you know how our crazy one goes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, have a good weekend, and we'll see you probably on Wednesday.